All right, so today we're doing something a little different. We're not just going to break down lyrics, we're going to deconstruct a feeling. You know that perfect, sun-drenched kind of retro vibe you get from some songs? We're going to take a look at the anatomy of that. Let's dive in.
And it all kicks off right here. These two words, American Girls. Seriously, think of this phrase as like the magnetic north of the whole song. It's the central point that everything else just orbits around. It gets repeated, it's almost put on a pedestal, and yeah, it's pretty much what this whole thing is about.
So that's the real question, right? How in the world can just two little words create such a powerful feeling? I mean, you hear it and you instantly get these images of summer, freedom, maybe like a lighthearted chase scene in a movie. Well, that's exactly what we're going to get into. All right, first things first. Let's start at the foundation. We got to look at the exact words that hold this whole sun-soaked world together. What's so cool here is that the whole aesthetic is, well, it's super focused, like on purpose. This isn't about some complicated story with a beginning, middle, and end. Nope, it's all about a feeling, an idea, maybe even an obsession, and it all comes back to this one concept of American Girls. And then you get a line like this. This shows you just how much weight is put on the whole idea. See, it's not just a passing thought, not just a summer fling. The song literally frames it as a lifelong thing, like it's what you spend your whole life on. I mean, talk about a huge romantic and, yeah, perfectly dramatic statement.
Okay, so we've got a subject locked in. Now, what about the atmosphere? What's the feeling of the world that this subject lives in? Well, believe it or not, it all boils down to just one single word.
Heat. That's it. This one word is the entire backdrop. See, the song doesn't just tell you it's summer, it's trying to make you feel it. And the way it does that is by repeating this word over and over and over. It stops being just a word and becomes this rhythm, a pulse, kind of like a hypnotic chant that gives you that hazy, almost heavy feeling of a really long, hot day.
It just creates this mood that's so thick you can almost feel it on your skin.
It's a total sensory overload, and it's all done with just one word. Pretty smart. So heat is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. It's not just one thing. Yeah, okay, it's the physical heat from the sun, obviously, but it's also, the heat of attraction, the intensity of that one moment, that raw energy of being young. That one little four-letter word is working overtime. So let's recap. We have a subject, and we have an atmosphere. But to make this world feel totally real, like you're actually in it, the song does something really clever. It makes it clear that this isn't just one person's secret little thought.
This right here, this is what you'd call social proof. It takes a personal feeling and just explodes it into a universal truth, at least inside the world of the song. It's not, I'm into American Girls, it's, my friends are in love with them. It's not just my experience, it's something I've seen all over the world. Suddenly, the feeling is validated, it's shared, and boom, it feels totally inescapable.
All right, so let's put it all together. How do these super simple pieces, a subject, a feeling, and this shared experience, how do they get stitched together to create something, well, something way bigger than the sum of its parts? Here it is, the perfect recipe for a vibe. Step 1, you start with your main subject, something clear and iconic, American Girls. Step 2, you soak that subject in an atmosphere you can almost touch. Heat, heat, heat. And step 3, you bring in the social proof, confirming that, hey, it's not just you, it's everyone. My friends are in love with... It's actually a pretty simple formula, but man, is it effective.
And the result? Well, the result is the entire reason we're talking about this. It's not just a song anymore, is it? It's a whole aesthetic. It's like finding an old Polaroid picture of a perfect, endless summer. It feels retro, it feels timeless, and it feels just effortlessly cool. And to think, it's all built from just those few simple pieces. Which brings us to the final piece of this puzzle, the technique that makes all the magic happen. So what's the deal with all the repetition? Why say so little and say it so many times?
Honestly, this might be the single most important choice in the entire song. This is not lazy songwriting. It's a choice. It's deliberate. The point is to be hypnotic, to immerse you. The goal was never to tell you a complicated story. It was to drop you right into the middle of one. Single, intense feeling.
And this really shows you a powerful idea in art. Minimalism isn't about being empty. It's about being focused. By stripping away all the extra stuff, complicated verses, different scenes, a ton of details, the things that are left become so much more powerful. The focus on American girls and heat is absolute. It's all there is to see, and it's all there is to feel.
And that's really the thought I want to leave you with. This song is basically a masterclass in creating a feeling with as few words as possible. It's all about efficiency. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other huge, powerful, undeniable vibes could be created, not by adding more words, but by taking them away?